guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial on this makeup look. I am calling it the pumpkin spice makeup tutorial. I don't know why, but this makeup look just makes me think of fall, makes me think of pumpkins, so I just came up with pumpkin spice. I'm also trying out the new Morphe 35O2 palette. It's so stunning. It's a beautiful palette for the fall time. I love the look that came out of this. I also added a little pop of glitter in it. You could totally do without the glitter if you want to make it less dramatic, but I decided to just go ahead and add a little bit of copper glitter. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this makeup look, then please keep on watching. First, we're going to start off by priming our eyelids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm using it in the shade Medium, and I'm going to be blending it out with my L'Oreal Beauty Sponge. I love this sponge. It's so nice and squishy, so I definitely recommend this sponge. Today I'm going to be using the new Morphe 35O2 palette. It has the new Morphe logo. It's just a stunning palette. Perfect for the fall time. And here's a comparison to the first Morphe 35O palette. So you can see that the colors are a lot richer in the new one. They're more darker, more vibrant. I think I'm going to like it better than the first Morphe 35O palette, to be honest. First, I'm taking the shade Universal. This is definitely a universal transition shade, and I'm just using a blending brush to apply that on my crease. Next, I'm taking the shade Orb. I'm just applying that over the shade Universal, and I'm just building it up in my crease with the same blending brush. Now I'm taking the shade Ablaze with a smaller blending brush. This is by Real Techniques, and I'm just sticking that in the crease, and then I'm grabbing the same blending brush that I used for the transition shade to blend it all out. You can keep adding the shade to intensify it more if you want to, but I wanted it to be warm but not too orangey warm. Now I'm taking the shade Heat, and I'm applying that again in the crease to darken it up a little bit more with that same Real Techniques brush. Now I'm taking the shade Chestnut with a small, tiny brush, and I'm sticking that in the crease to deepen it up some more. You want to take your time with this look, so it does take a few shades to get it to how I want it to be, so that's why I'm adding a bunch of different colors. Now I'm blending it out. Make sure you blend, 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 blend. Now I'm taking the brunette shade, again adding that to my outer V, and then bringing it along my crease. So I'm kind of doing a half cut crease kind of look. I've been loving that look lately. I do it almost every time I do my makeup, so I think I did it in a previous video as well, but I just love that look. So I'm grabbing the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer with a small angled brush, and I'm just doing the half cut crease. I know some of you might have a hard time doing this, but just apply the concealer, open your eye all the way open, and then if it stains that area on your crease, that's where the cut crease should be. So that's just a little tip, because I know it can be a little bit hard to do a half cut crease. Now I'm taking the beautiful shade Zippy. Y'all, this shade is beautiful. It's a gorgeous golden shade. Just look at it. Look at how pretty it is. So I am adding that again to where I applied that concealer. Now I'm taking another one of my favorite shades from the palette, which is called Pure. This is just a light pearly gold shade, and I'm adding that to the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm taking the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm applying that to the center of where I did the half cut crease. I'm not applying it to where I have the darkness in the crease. I'm only applying it over the metallic shade, and I'm grabbing the NYX Glitter Brilliant in the shade Copper. This is a copper glitter. It's stunning. I just think it gives it the perfect finish, so I decided to add a little bit of glitter to it. You could totally do without the glitter, but I decided to go ahead and do it. Now I'm taking what's left over, that Anastasia eyeshadow brush, and I'm just blending all the shades together into the glitter. That way it'll have a nice gradient. Now I'm taking the Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner, and I am going to do a wing. I haven't done a wing in so long. I don't do wing liner anymore, which is crazy because I used to do it all the time. But it was hard for me today. Like, I could not get my wing to be perfect. Now I'm sticking the shade Brunette again into the crease. That way it'll make it a little bit darker and intensify it a little bit more. And then I'm grabbing an angled brush, grabbing that same shade Brunette, and I'm also grabbing a little bit of Muddy, and I'm bringing that into the inner part of the crease. That way it'll give it that nice cut crease look. Now I'm taking these lashes. These are the Miss 3D Volume Silk Lash, and these are in the style M302. I know I've been raving about the style M301, but this one is a little bit more dramatic. I know this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. They're big, dramatic lashes, but I kind of like them. I don't know. They're a little bit more dramatic than what I normally wear, but I was really digging these lashes. They're really pretty, fluffy, very full and dramatic. Now I'm grabbing that Real Techniques blending brush and just blending everything together. That way it'll have a nice blended out look. Now onto the face. I'm taking the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and I'm applying that all over my face. Now I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation in the shade Warm Beige. I love this foundation. This is perfect for my dry skin girls because it's more of a dewy foundation, but it's full coverage. I would say it's full coverage. This is the foundation that I go for if I want more of a full coverage makeup look. So I love this stuff. It's so good. And again, I'm blending it out with my Loreal blending sponge. Now I'm taking the Hard Candy Cushion Wonder in the shade Peach, and I'm applying that to my dark circles. That way it'll color correct them. It comes off a little bit white on camera, but it's a perfect light peachy shade, and it's not super peach, but it does do a wonderful job color correcting my under eye dark circles, and it brightens really, really nicely. And over that, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium, and I'm applying that on my nose, forehead, and my chin area as well. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light, and I'm applying that over where I added that concealer, so it'll set really, really nicely. I just let it sit for a few minutes, maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then I wipe it off, and then I just went ahead and decided to use this same powder just a little bit on a bigger brush to set the rest of my makeup. Now I'm taking the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer in the shade Deep 03, and I'm using this to bronze and to also contour as well. So I'm using a bigger brush like this e.l.f. one, and I'm using that to bronze, and then I'm grabbing a more precise contour brush to contour with the same bronzer. For blush, I am taking a bronzer. I use this bronzer as a blush. I think it's just a perfect golden peachy shade for my skin tone. So this is the Milani Soleil bronzer, and I'm just grabbing a kabuki brush and applying that to my cheekbones. For eyebrows, I am taking the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. Y'all know I usually use the e.l.f. pomade, but I couldn't find it for some reason, so I just went ahead and decided to use the Anastasia one. I like the shade of the other one better because I feel like this Anastasia one is a little bit too warm for me. I don't know, you can't really tell on camera, but in person you can totally tell it was a little bit too warm, but it turned out okay. Now it's time to finish off the eyes. I'm taking the shade Orb and I'm applying that with a small brush, and I'm applying that to my lower lash line. And on top of Orb, I'm applying a Blaze. Now next, with a thin angled brush, I am applying the shade in the Zone so it can deepen it up a little bit more and just make it a little bit more smoky. Next, I'm just taking a black eyeliner pencil and applying that to my waterline. And then the mascara that I'm applying is the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. I forgot to mention that earlier. I also use that for my top lashes. But I'm applying that mascara to my lower lashes, and then I'm grabbing the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray and just spraying that all over my face. Now I'm taking the J.Cat U Glow Girl highlighter in the shade Twilight. Y'all, this is so beautiful, stunning. Oh my gosh, if you want to blind the haters, get this highlighter. I ordered it off Ulta's website and it's super inexpensive, so I definitely recommend this. They have a few more shades to choose from as well, but you can see here I got a little bit carried away applying this highlighter. I kind of added a little bit too much, but whatever, I just went along with it. I'm also applying that to my nose, doing a little like exclamation point. I'm also applying a little bit to my inner corner to give it a nice little highlight to the eyes. And I'm also applying that to my brow bone. Now I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cowboy. It's a beautiful nude for the fall time. You can tell it has a little bit more of like an orange tone to it. It's like a mixture of orange and brown. It's just a gorgeous shade. So this was actually my first time using this liquid lipstick, and it's very different. It does set, but it's not like super matte. You can tell it has like a little bit of a glossy finish to it, but it's definitely on your lips and it's not moving. So I really like the finish of it because it was very, very different, but it's not super matte, just to let y'all know. And that is it. That is my pumpkin spice makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you recreate this look at home. I really love it. I think it's perfect for the fall time. Let me know if you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and if you will try it out at home. And also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. I have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a Snapchat. I'll have all that listed down below, along with all the products that I used today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this eye look, y'all. I'm feeling it. Reminds me of pumpkin, so I'm calling it the pumpkin spice makeup tutorial. I don't know. I just wanted to do a pumpkin spice makeup tutorial. So Hello? Are you doing a video? Yes.